Welcome to Homework Lib.
Hi, so over here we have the following data, and we're going to see what you need to do in order to solve it. So first of all, let's remember that the integrated rate laws for the different reaction orders are going to be the next ones. For a zero-order reaction, the integrated rate law is going to be concentration of my species is going to be equal to minus kT plus the initial concentration. For first order, my integrated rate law is going to be logarithm of the concentration as a function of time is going to be equal to minus kT plus the logarithm of my initial concentration. And finally, for my second order, we're going to get 1 over the concentration of A is going to be equal to kT. Now this is going to be positive, plus 1 over my initial concentration. So what you're going to do here, since you have the tool available already, is that you're going to select the different plots, mark the least square value, and then select the value for plot. And the graph that has the value of r squared closest to 1 is the one that adapts the best to your reaction. So if the graph of A versus time gives you a value of r squared close to 1, then the reaction is of zero order. So that means that the rate law would be k times A to the 0, so directly k. In the case that this graph is the one that gives you the best value for r squared, that means that we have a first order reaction. So we know that the rate law would be equal to k times the concentration of A. And if we have the last one being the correct, then we have a second order reaction. The rate law is going to be equal to k times A squared. And with this, we can know the order of the reaction. Now, the rate constant is going to be given by the slope. In this case, for first and zero order, so 0 and first order, the slope of your graph is going to be equal to minus k. So if the slope is negative, then it can be a 0 or a first order. And if it is a second order reaction, then the slope is going to be equal to k directly, and you just need to plug in the value. So in this case, I did an Excel, and the graph that actually shows the best result is logarithm of A versus time. So this corresponds to a first order reaction, and the equation that I found is minus 0.425 times t plus minus 0.347. And the value for r squared for this scatter plot is equal to 1. Remember that this is going to be the concentration of A as a function of time. Correct? So over here, the logarithm of the concentration of A as a function of time, just to keep it up. So that means that the slope is going to be equal to minus 0.425. And the reaction order, in this case, this is going to be a first order reaction. So that would be all. Thank you very much and have a good one.